After receiving the death blow by Dula, Chilai is rushed to the Planet Sadala Medical Center by Admiral Fennel. Kaba waiting there to greet her, he can see that the events of the battle for Planet Sadala have become deadly, and Chilai's life hangs in the balance. Be careful, she's in extremely unstable state. Doctors, you must do something. Chilai? Oh no, what happened to her? One of these demons wanted to enrage Broly and he succeeded. After making it in the nick of time, Chilai's heartbeat is consistent and she is in stable condition. With Bulma behind her medical care, Chilai is in good hands even though she is in critical condition. Admiral Fennel does not know what happened. These demons, they just came out of nowhere and we were not prepared in the slightest. We were still in the middle of training the army, and that's what happens. You don't choose your battlefield when you're being ambushed, and that's exactly what this was, an ambush. Chilai wishes that she had been there to stop this demon from causing all this mayhem. Maybe she could have made a difference, but Kaba is reassuring her, saying that no, Mr. Vegeta asked them to protect Bulma. That's exactly what they're going to do. But even then, Bulma is a little bit uneasy, asking if there was any trace of the demon whatsoever because he had left long before they did. And Admiral Fennel agrees with her. He should have arrived there by now. Chilai is optimistic in the fact that maybe the demon backed off after seeing how much guards and how many warriors there were protecting the target. Kaba dismisses all this because of everything that they've been able to use and do and contend with, almost looking unstoppable. Venerable Air going toe-to-toe with Vegeta, Dula confronting Broly of all people, and now this mysterious warrior running around causing mayhem. Odds are they need to be on the offensive, they need to be on their guard. But security seems to be tight, with this lone warrior taking it upon himself to get security to secure not only the building but the at-risk patients and people taking refuge in the building. That way they don't get hit in the crossfire. Parsa, you didn't feel any evil presence where you went by any chance? Fortunately or unfortunately, no. I have no idea where he... What the? Parsa. So that's your name. You may not be remembered, but you will at least be recognized as my first victim here. Why can't you move? It's rude, I have come to you in this case. I am only an executor. The Venerable Heir ordered me to take care of this Bulma, and you are obstacles. The concern being that once I've taken care of you, I'll give the alert of my presence. Anyway, I had to act sooner or later. So let me tell you that I will be indebted to you the day we meet in the afterlife. And with that, in front of the Admiral and Bulma, Chilai, and Kaba, Parsa is dead. Somehow the villain has shown himself and Kaba is on it. He needs to get Bulma out of here because he is after her. You're right. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. If someone has the slightest problem, don't hesitate. Your father seems really committed. Anyway, I sincerely hope that Bulma's doing well. I don't see her with us. I'm worried. What are you doing? Checking the perimeter, Kaba and Caulifla come up dry. They haven't seen anything. Where is this villain? It seems they are too late. Salaga's power has been activated and he has taken over Admiral Fennel, doing the exact same thing to her as to what he did to Parsa. It is really cool how Salaga fights. He seems to be almost like a Sharingan type of user, maybe using hallucinations or maybe even using Sandman type elements where he puts his victims to sleep and kills them in their nightmares. It's something that we really don't get to see in Dragon Ball all that often. I'm glad that all three of the villains for this arc have completely different powers. Hep, hep, hep. Can you see me? Good. You'll be my second victim. Congratulations. What? Doing the only thing that she can think of, Caulifla sucker punches the hell out of Admiral Fennel, knocking her out in the dreamscape in front of Salaga, releasing her from this torture, releasing her from imminent death, and unleashing the demon in front of all of them. It does seem like his powers work very similarly to a Sharingan user, someone using hallucinations against their opponent. How did you know? I know encounters like you. The worst that can happen is that they hypnotize us and make us powerless to move. Therefore, I warn my comrades that we must be careful to always stay together to react if one of us is caught. Bravo, Caulifla. You knew how to take advantage of Admiral Ruba's teachings. You had to act quickly while thinking about how to parry spells of this level. It's true that this big fatty has taught me a lot of things. I simply acted in the best way possible at the time, thinking that a strong enough shot could break the spell. While that may sound pretty reckless, it worked. Such a powerful magic is bound to have backlash indeed. Well done, but here I am exactly where I wanted to be. And he's right in front of Bulma, exactly where he wanted to be. He just wanted to take the rest of them out through his special technique. That way he could just take Bulma, no problem. This is a cool chapter. It isn't very long, but it definitely shows us the powers of these demons of Salaga, and I feel like it is really, really awesome. We get an entire arc that is just dedicated to these guys who we didn't really know too much about from the very beginning. Like, they aren't the main threats in this story. The other gods of destruction that got resurrected and the mother of all angels, they are the villains. Saving Goku is the priority, but these three characters that came out of nowhere, I actually like them a lot. I think that they add a lot of flavor to this and make the Dragon Ball world like feel extremely rich. If I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball and I just read this, I would be hooked. And honestly, it'd be probably jarred a little bit if I read this and then after watched Dragon Ball Super, like how different it is. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.